In today's video, you'll learn everything you need to know on how to grow endless raspberries in your backyard. So let's jump straight into this video. Right here, I have my fall gold raspberry plant, which I purchased at a big box store. And I was super excited to see how they got some of these in stock because I've never seen them on the shelves at Lowe's or Home Depot. So when I finally saw this variety hit the shelf, I knew I had to get one. So I'm gonna go ahead and plant this right now, and we're gonna go ahead and discuss about care guide afterwards. So let's go ahead and plant it. So I went ahead and I digged the hole already where I'll be planting my raspberry. Something you have to keep in mind when planting your raspberry is you want to make sure you plant it at ground level. You don't want to plant it too deep because then you can rot out the plant, or you don't want to plant it too high because then the plant could dry out very quickly. So just plant it at ground level. So I'm gonna go ahead and put some organic fertilizer in the hole before planting so the raspberry has some beginner friendly nutrients waiting for it when it starts developing more roots, so then it can grow better, healthier, and stronger. Very healthy root system. If it's root bound, this one's only a little bit. Make sure you go ahead and tease up those roots. And since I already have a whole bunch of leaves around it, I'm gonna use that as a mulch. So now let's go ahead and discuss about a care guide or growing guide for raspberries. Coming in number one is their sunlight requirements. When it comes down to raspberries, it varies depending on your location. If you're zones 8 and below and possibly even 9, you could grow them in full sun as they could handle your sun. But if you're zones 9 and above, we have to grow them in a partial shady area because our sun is way too harsh for the raspberry plants and they could possibly burn. Number two is you want to make sure it has a set watering schedule. When it comes down to raspberries, they don't want to be overwatered, so make sure that you allow the plant to dry out in between waterings. Meaning that the first inch or two of the soil has to be dry before you before you water the plant thoroughly. I have an irrigation set up in my garden to where I believe either 2 or 3 times per week at nighttime, they get soaked with water for about 10 minutes. But since I'm in Florida, we have lots of humidity and natural rainfall. So really, we don't require lots of water. Number three is their fertilizing schedule. Just like any plant out there that produces food for us to harvest and enjoy, you must have them fed, especially with organic matter, because if we expect them to give us the best, we have to provide the best for them. Anything like earthworm castings or homemade compost is great for anything like raspberries. Number four is maintenance. When it comes down to raspberries, pruning is a requirement in order for the plant to start giving you more new growth and eventually flowers and fruit. Raspberries, for example, would have to be pruned during about the fall season when they have gone to dormancy. So by spring, they sprout new growth. Finally, number five is to stay vigilant. Just like any plant out there, there is common pests and disease that love to attack them. For us here in Florida, it's aphids, whiteflies, scale, mealybugs, anything like that. We have to keep an eye out for. So what I would recommend is go out to your garden bi-weekly, checking the plant thoroughly, top and bottom of the leaves, treating it as soon as possible. If you see any early signs of pest or disease, treat it with anything organic like neem oil, which is an effective plant-based solution that I have used always in my garden. Make sure to leave a like underneath this video, share with your friends and family so they can join the gardening community. Make sure to subscribe to help me reach my 10,000 subscriber goal, and make sure to turn on the notification bell so you get notified when I release a new video. Happy New Year's and welcome to 2026. I can't wait for all the projects we have in store for the channel this year. May God bless you and your entire family, and never forget to grow big, Ultimate Gardeners. Bye everyone.